Hi everyone, so my name's Marianne. I'm the owner and the counsellor at Marianne Hanson Counselling Service. I work with individuals and couples and I specialise in the areas of low self-esteem, stress, depression, anxiety and relationships. And what I want to talk about in this video is 5 things that are holding you back in your life. So we all know people maybe who have been talking about their dreams and talking about the things that they've wanted to do for many years, or people who we know they have the talent to maybe do something but they just haven't progressed, or they've just never taken the leap. And these are 5 things here that I think are really instrumental in where people either are held back or where they just progress. And the first one is a fear of rejection and failure. So if you start from a starting point of fear, then you can't achieve as much as you can when you start from a point of, you know, you've got something to gain. Many people I work with as a counsellor, but also just in general, when you're having conversations, people are so worried about, you know, walking across the bar and talking to someone that they like, or they're fearful of going for that job interview in case they don't get the job. They're fearful of going travelling, or, you know, of failing at something, that it means that they don't even try. And you have to think to yourself that it's not a life or death situation. If you try something and it doesn't work out, then you can learn something from failure. If you get rejected, and what's the worst thing that can happen? You know, it's not going to be like the end of your world if that happens, but we build it up to be the worst thing possible. So don't allow that to be something that holds you back. The second one is being worried about what people think. The amount of people I speak to as a counsellor where they're fearful of what their parents will think, they're fearful of what their friends will think, but the worst one, I suppose, is being fearful of what complete strangers think. You know, people that they don't even know, and they're worried about what that person thinks about them. And you've got to think to yourself, there are so many things you could be doing, and you could be held back just from the thoughts of worrying about, you know, so-and-so down the road, or whether the society is going to accept it if you dress a certain way, or if you do something, or if you buy a certain car, or whatever it is. It's your life. You have to think of it as being, those people can have their opinions and they might have their thoughts and beliefs, but if you make a decision that you're going to make decisions based on who you are and what you want, then there's no holding you back. The third one is the lack of time spent on personal development. I can't stress enough the importance of personal development. There is so much information out there. You don't have to spend thousands on a coach or a counsellor. You can literally go on YouTube and you can open up an audiobook for free and learn from that. You can watch so many videos similar to what I'm doing myself, where you can gain knowledge. You can go on Google, you can go on Facebook, you can watch a TV program and gain knowledge. So if you decided from this point that you were going to put 3 actions in place every week that would aid your personal development, so it might be affirmations, it might be that you're going to change your routines, it might be that you're going to use positive self-talk, you're no longer going to speak negatively towards yourself. Those 3 things alone could uplift you to a place where you never thought you could go. For me, personal development is a part of my life. It's always been a part of my life, and it always will be, because I just feel the value in it. The 4th thing is that's holding you back is self-doubt, lack of trust in your decisions, and lack of faith in yourself. And that comes back to what I've said earlier. If you're seeking validation from other people and you have to ask them, do I look okay in what I'm wearing? Do you think I should take this job? Do you think I'll be okay and I'll be safe if I move to this city? It's fine to ask questions sometimes, and it's fine to get opinions and feedback. But if you don't trust your own decisions first, and if you're not confident enough to say, you know, I'm going to do this because this is what I want to do. Lots of people are telling me not to do this, but I feel it within my heart. You know, the energy's right. I think we just have to understand the empowering feeling you get when you trust your decisions, when you have complete and utter faith and confidence in yourself and in your decisions that you make. And the final one that can hold you back, and this is another video in itself, is the people in your life, whether that's family, whether it's friends, whether it's a partner. You have to be selective. You can't be selective on your family because you're born into families, but you can choose how much time you want to spend around people. If they're constantly saying, you can't do that, you're too old to do that, you've got not enough money to do that, you're too big to be a model. You're not pretty enough to do this. You won't be able to do this because whatever reason. We don't need people in our lives to tell us why we can't do something when we know that we can, because it's pointless. If you're just going to tell me all the reasons it's going to fail, then what's the point in you speaking? Because I've already decided I'm going to do something. And this works really, this is the biggest decision you can make most of the time, is who you get into a relationship with. Because once you have a husband or a partner, or you have children together, and they are the holder, gatekeeper to your dreams, it is really crushing for lots of people. You might decide you want to go to night school and start doing a course. Your husband might say, do you know what, babe, leave it a few years because we can't do that right now. Then 2 years later, well, do you know what, babe, you don't need to go to get your real estate license because I've got enough money to fund both of us. 10 years later, and then next minute, you know, you're not in a relationship with this person anymore. You're at a certain age, you can still do it, but you've wasted 10 years because this person had persuaded you or sneakily talked you out of achieving your dreams. Don't allow anyone or anything to hold you back. Make a decision about what you want. Make a decision about how you're going to get that, and then just go for it. You know, because it's your life, and you just have to trust yourself enough. Nothing's going to go wrong. If there's failure, you're going to learn from it. If people have their opinions, then they can. If you do the personal development work, then you'll be grounded. You'll have the confidence. And if you be selective on the people that you're around, but also you make a decision that regardless you're going to go for it, then you will. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like, to share, to leave your comments. And if you feel that this video is good and you enjoy my content, don't forget to consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.